RC drivers, if you're looking to add a 50-mile-an-hour on-road four-wheel drive beast to your RC stable, you're definitely going to want to check out what's on the workbench today. It's the new Traxxas 4-Tec 2.0 all-wheel drive chassis and the ready-to-run 240SX. Check out the 240SX with the white wheels. It looks absolutely sick. And the 4-Tec chassis kit here allows you to pick out your own body, which is really cool. Both of these have the new electronic setup in it with the new TQI Sport radio, the better servo, and the new Valenian system. Let's get these out of the box and take a closer look before we go hit the street. So here are the new 4-Tec 2.0s out of the box, the ready-to-run version with the 240SX body, the chassis kit over here, and I actually want to start off with the chassis. Rolls out of the box just like this, assembled. You get the TQI radio system. Now there's a lot of questions about this one. I mentioned in other videos recently that this is programmable. However, it doesn't have the Bluetooth module. What I mean by that is you can go and adjust your servo reversing for your steering and throttle. You could also adjust endpoints, and that's all done through button pushes, and it does have TSM in it, which you could turn on and off. So that's the programmability of this radio. It does not use the Bluetooth function. The other cool part about this radio is it is adjustable for kids. So you could take this grip off right here. It's got a smaller grip, easier for them to use. Still has a foam wheel on here. It's compact. I know it's not everybody's fashionable radio system, but it works, and it actually is fairly comfortable. Just a little plasticky feeling. All right, now with that out of the way, you also get this bag of parts here, which includes the shock preload clips and body mounts, tools and body clips. There's your startup manual, and you're going to need a body for it. So Traxxas has a number of bodies. They do have body mounting holes in them. You could of course go and buy the clipless setups if you want to, but the easiest route is to go with this body clip setup, and it does have body posts on the car already. Now over here is the ready to run. Pretty much the same as far as the chassis goes. However, you can see the wheels and tires are different on the 240SX. Obviously the body is different. The body mounting setup is different. Also includes the TQI radio, comes with the shock preload clips and tools and a startup guide. You're gonna need a battery and charger for this. I'll have links for all that stuff in the video description below. Now let's take a closer look at the chassis. So the 4-Tec 2.0 remains relatively unchanged in comparison to the previous version. The big change is in the electronics package. First up, I'm gonna go over the car itself. So this is the chassis setup here. You get your basic bumper up front, adjustable body posts, which is really cool because if you don't want to use a Traxxas body, you'll be able to move these posts around in order to drop a body on that you want. The chassis is composite, lots of bracing in the center. It is modular as well. You can see those front and rear clips, easy to access battery strap setup and into the steering, twin belt crank setup, and a servo saver that's on the servo itself. All the links are fixed on the suspension, has these short shocks with some really firm springs, little adjustability as far as positions on the shock tower, nice solid arms and caster block steering knuckles, all composite stuff that we've seen before. Even the rear arms, nice and solid as well. There is holes in the arms in case you want to go and add droop screws to it, and provisions if you want to add their optional sway bars set up. The hubs in the rear, those are solid. They have faux disc brakes and calipers on there just to add to the styling and the look. And check out the wheels and tires. These black chrome 5 spokes on the chassis kit, and over here on the 240SX, these really cool white wheels. You can see the splitter on the front is much larger on the 240SX, just adding to the cool factor, and it does have its clipless body mounting system. Back to the driveline on these, so gear differential front and rear, just a fixed spur gear like a normal touring car in the center. You've got a metal drive shaft in the center as well. Gear differentials, they feel really tight out of the factory. Metal dog bones out to the metal stub shafts here, and you can't see it does have composite out drives, but they seem to hold up pretty well. Now into the electronics package. So the big deal is they're now throwing the 2057 Metal Gear servo into their cars. Much stronger, better torque, better speed. Nice welcome addition to these. And then up top here, waterproof receiver box with the TQI receiver in it, so it mates up with that TQI radio system. And behind it is the new Valenian systems, the VX3s. These handle 2 to 3S LiPo batteries. No cooling fan on this one. Their off-road trucks have a cooling fan on top. I guess we got a lot of airflow through the body here on this. And then it has the V3300 motor here, and this has an internal cooling fan. It's much like the BL2S in terms of the way it looks. Obviously this one though handles 2 and 3S LiPo battery packs. It does have their race mode and training mode and sport mode that you could go through and adjust the speed controller if you want as well. And these are absolutely fun cars just to go shred the parking lot with, and that's what we're gonna go do right now.
Are these 3S?
Yeah, they're on 3S. How's it going, everyone? Greg here with RC Driver. Back there is Paul. You've seen them here on the channel before. We've got the 4-Tecs. We've got 3S battery packs in them, and we're at our old stomping grounds. We used to drive RC cars here. Our office was actually in that building back there for the magazine, and we thought we'd come back for a little nostalgia, a little driving, and see how fast these cars go. All right, guys, we've got a dog leg setup. Nice and simple, just fun in the parking lot, scrubbing the tires. It's actually getting a little sideways. These things got some power on 3S, so yeah, it's definitely gonna be getting sideways. And again, this has TSM, so that's gonna help, you know, with the counter steer as it gets a little sideways. You can shut it off if you want. What do you think, Paul?
Oh, pretty awesome. They look great, great scale bodies too.
Yeah, 4-Tec's always been a fun platform just for bashing around parking lots. A little understeer going into the corners hot, which is really good. Then a little, you know, oversteer going out. It looks cool with this 240SX though, just kicking that rear sideways.
And it's got plenty of power on top, that's for sure.
He's got plenty of rip. And I like to hear the bite from the tires too. You can hear just a little bit of chatter. Crazy acceleration. So we're gonna do a drag race now. We gotta see who is faster, the Corvette or the 240SX. You have to trust me on the go though.
Okay, I'll trust you.
All right.
But C8 all the way.
All right, ready, mark, get set, go. You got a little sideways in the vet, as you should. All right, ready? You can call it this time, just so we're fair.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Pretty even that time.
Yeah.
You got your traction down.
A little bit of heat in the tires.
Plenty of braking. Do another rip off the line.
Okay.
TSM just straightens it out pretty good. Oh, you durability tested it.
Not intentional.
Bring it back, let's see if there's damage. That beautiful Corvette body plowed into a brick wall. Oh, look at the white paint on the front. Oh, you're gonna have to buff that out, buddy. All right, and your mark, get set, go.
Oh.
Uh-oh. The vet's got a problem with the recovery efforts.
Oh, it's the drive of shame for Chevy. Back to the pits.
Back to the pits. Well, guys, the pinion gear is actually fine. It spun the pin through the spur gear where it notches into the spur gear. You can just see it kind of spinning in there. That's a bummer. So the Corvette is out of commission. All right, let's see what we get. Send it down there, sounding mean. It's got to be enough space. Road check, we're good. And I'm going to rip on it. Already in, full throttle. It's your flyby. It is moving. I'm just going to keep on it. So I can barely see it. There we go. You guys probably can't see it at all. Watch this braking. This is sick. Nice and straight. Perfect. All right, let's see what we got here. 50 miles an hour, nailed it, guys. Getting some RC drive time in with a friend is always a blast, and Paul and I had a lot of fun ripping the 4-Tec 2.0s around the parking lot. They are plenty fast on 3S. The new Volanion system definitely has a nice power band to it, getting the cars sideways. TSM kicked in, helped keep the control. We were just having a lot of fun. A little unfortunate that the spur gear let go. We kind of think maybe it was when he hit that wall at probably 25, 30 miles an hour. Maybe it shifted something. something, and when he got back on the throttle, it just, I guess, spun the pin through the spur there. But we'll get that back on the road pretty soon. I've gotten used to the TQI radio system at this point. It's got the basic functions that I need right there. Pretty comfortable overall, and I don't mind its looks. It's just another radio around in the workshop really at this point. I think people's initial style shock is gonna fade away really quick, and it'll just be another radio system out there. But these cars, a lot of fun, like that you could go pick anybody you want to go throw on the chassis set, and the 240SX looks so cool. I love this car. The only thing I would suggest is watch your ride height on this. It sits pretty low out of the box, so you're gonna want to use those preload spacers to raise it up just a little bit because the tires are rubbing on the body. I think they originally came out with this body for the drift car, and now that they got rubber tires on it, it grinds away at the body a little bit, but very cool car. Love the white wheels. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. I'll of course have links in the video description, or hit up your local hobby shop to grab one of these. I'll have a dealer locator link in the video description too.